Welcome to another stream of Story of Seasons, The Friends of the Great Kingdom. I hope you're all having a great New Year's Day if you're in the Northern Americas. So hopefully you all had a festive time yesterday. I know I did. I sort of chillaxed a little bit, actually played this game a little bit, made a video. So first off, welcome to the stream there, Sable. Thanks for being here. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue our Shiro farm. Welcome, Linda M. So nice of you to join us on this live stream. It's a little bit different. I can see your avatar there is very Animal Crossing related. Whilst the channel is still fixed on Animal Crossing, we're also branching out into some other cozy games, and this one is very, very similar to Animal Crossing. So it's helped spur on my joy of playing another game. So it takes a little while to load when it does get started for the very first time that you load for a given day. And I might just turn that game audio down a little bit. It sounds a bit loud. Welcome, Jan, to the live stream. I did catch you out playing this game just before, or rather yesterday it was. I was busy playing myself and I was quite joyed to see you playing at the same time. So I do love the little blurbs that come up as the game loads. So this is only the first time that you load it for the day that you play it, not the game day, the actual launch time. So I think the last time we played this, I'm not sure which day in the game that we actually got up to. Gathering some gulls by the sea. Oh, good to hear that you're considering buying this game as well, Linda. It's been really good so far. I'm many, many days in. So in this game, this is my second account, so I'm playing this from scratch. And this is a continuation from what we left off the last live Let's Play. So this is day 3. The days do go fast very quickly. So you can see the minutes are actually going over. So every minute in the game is a second and a half, or a minute and a half for each hour. So the seconds themselves tick over very, very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check to see that I've got enough. So I've got a old pick. So welcome to the live stream, Teet. Good to see you. Hope you're all having a great New Year's Day, or New Year's Day evening. It would be for you guys heading into the night. I have progressed in my main character's game quite a bit. I don't want to give you any spoilers, so we'll just play along for those new starters that can just get a joy and enjoyment of the game itself. And the one thing I do love about this game is right now, I don't know if you, every time you start it, and let me know if you can as well, Jan, did you start the game in spring? Given that you're in the Northern Hemisphere, the one thing that I do love is these cherry blossoms are absolutely beautiful. In Animal Crossing as well as in this game, they're just, for me, very, very an attractive tree. And these do last a long time, so the fact that they're about, and not just the 10 days as they are in Animal Crossing, you get to enjoy them. So those cherry blossoms falling on the ground are constant, and you can zoom in and out. So I'll just give you a zoom out view of this. This is sort of like the main town square. Now, whilst I circle around, I'm just remembering what we were off to do. We're off to go to the mines. We'll go and see the blacksmith and see if we can upgrade to a better pick, because we want to make some dough today. We want to get some money so that we can spend some things. And the art style, Linda, is really nice. So it's different to the other Story of Seasons. So there's been a few. I've done a bit of research since I bought this game. So my son got me this for Kris Kringle. We had $50 to spend on each person. We put our names in a hat. We all drew each other out, and I got one son and my other son got me. And so the request was, there we go, so we made some $601, which isn't too bad. So you would have seen that the top right there, the clock has ticked over 6 o'clock, And every day, unlike Tom Nook, every day you'll be able to ship things. So anything that you put into the shipping container gets exchanged for money. So what I wanted to quickly see is whether or not we've got enough of this goodie. So we need 24 building stones and 24 copper ore, plus 1,200 to upgrade this. So what I'll do is I'm going to head away from here. And so I can see, Jan, you said yes, starting in spring, in summer, day 3 now. Summer? Have you been just playing the game a lot? I'm still in spring. Actually, let me know, Teet, does it go up to 90 days? And thanks to the support of the channel members, I can see many flowers are blooming next to your names there. Sable's already up to a black flower. Jan's well established with her orange rose. So you can see here, when you start the game, Linda, probably more for yourself here. So yes, see prior comment. So you've definitely been playing a lot. When you first start the game, you've got 2 fields, and everyone starts the game in the same way. So you all start, whether it's yourself, Linda, or someone else, you'll start this with this farmyard, which is 2 main areas of farming. Oh, there's my llama. We'll better put him back inside. Now, the one thing I haven't worked out yet, Jan, I should say, you can see, let me zoom in for a sec. Oh wow, there we go. Speaking of which, Jan, member for 8 months. Check the bottles at Kai's shop. So I might just do that. But you can see there's a stroke or a line around this llama. When you first put them out, it's yellow. And right now it's kind of like a green. So I don't know if that's because of the nighttime or whether it means they're getting tired. Because you do have to put these guys in every day. Otherwise they'll get sick. So you can see there, out of these 5 troughs, there's 4 that are filled with grain, or what do they call it? Can't remember now. Let's find out. It's on the tip of my tongue, I can't think of it. It's still early in the morning. Fodder is what it's called. Gosh. Thanks for the reminder there, Sable. Like, share, subscribe. Actually, did that even play? Didn't hear it. So what we're going to do is we're going to venture off this way and see if we can go to the mines, and I'll show you the trick that I've found with these save and load sort of style games. Let's zoom out so you can see the landscape. So this is now nighttime. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening in the game. So we're venturing up to Quivering Peak, which is where we can get to the minefields and make some money. Alright, so up we go here. So what I'll do here is, this is a trick that's part of the video. That the video before this one is the most one. It goes into really detail, along with a little map that you can use to keep track of these things. So what I'm going to do is save the game at this point. And so what we're going to do is, each of these squares here is either going to have something in it or nothing, like that time. It's got nothing in it, building stone. So what we're after in this case is really after copper and building stone so that we can upgrade our pickaxe. So Jan, you're using fish as your main way of making money. You can definitely make some money as well with that. But what I'm doing at the moment is I'm looking for, and I'm going to be really crude about this, because what I've been doing is doing a lot of data mining with all these mines. And so what I'm looking for is a hole with a rope in it. So every floor has got a rope down to the lower level below, which has got 10 floors in total. Now, of course, it always feels like it's the last square that you hit, so we'll just keep on trying our luck. You can see my heart's depleting, and that's the one thing, Linda, that you'll notice is you can only do so much per game day. There we go, so that's where it is. So you can see my hearts are depleting. So what I'll do is, I can see that it's that particular square, so I'm going to reload the game from that point. So Linda's asking, can you get to all areas from the beginning? Yes, it's actually very open, this game. There's nothing holding you back. There is a main storyline that drives you as you go through. Let me just get this pickaxe again. Oops. Just let me load that again. I want to try and... What I want to do is try and save my energy. So dinner time. Thanks, Sable. See you soon. If I'm still on, but enjoy your dinner. Let us know what you're having. Is there anything fun? So I'm going to go straight in there. So you can see it's consistent with what's in each and every square. So now I'm going to go down one level and I'm going to save the game again. I'll save it into a different slot just so I can. So you're at Longhorn, sorry. I don't know what that means. Is that a restaurant? So yeah, there's a main story theme that you follow. It's very story rich. You can't change your character or anything like that. And by all means, Linda, if you do get a chance, watch the video on my channel that I've just recently done that sort of explains the differences between Animal Crossing and this game. But it's very story heavy, so if you're not big on like choosing your character clothing and you just want to farm and you just want to have some fun, this is definitely ticking the boxes for me. So I'm getting some real joy out of this. For me, part of the fun is, there it is, that's the next hole. For me, part of the fun is understanding the mechanics of the game. So you'll see some videos in the future, both for Animal Crossing and this game, but because this game is so new, I'll probably focus a little bit of energy on this to reveal some of these secrets. So definitely do subscribe if you haven't already. So this will definitely have some updates for this game, but that's where that one is. So I'm going to load this game again. Now I'm basing it on memory, so I think it was... So I think it was this guy. So what we're trying to do, I'm going to go to the next level, is we're gunning... Normally what I do is I find each and every square, I figure out what's in each and every square, and then I focus on what I need, whether it's things like fossils for money, or whether it's particular resources like gems or building blocks or whatever it is. In this case, I'm just trying to get to the very bottom, because I'm trying to get to the bottom and then go to the beluga, where there's this cute little beluga that you make friends with, and you go fishing, you exchange a fish for a rarer fish, and it's just a really great way of making some money. So again, so you can see these, we were having this discussion with my family just yesterday, so let me know in the comments. I'll do a quick poll. And just to acknowledge, I did see that message there, Jan, about Kay, so I'll probably head there in a second. And welcome to the live stream, Wolfgang. Thank you so much for the shout out today. Happy New Year. So I'm going to do a bit of a poll. Are these squares dark green or dark grey? So I'm starting to wonder if I'm actually colorblind. We're having a discussion with my family. Dark grey. Alright, so there's a poll in the chat for you guys to respond to. And going back to the game here, you can see that some of these squares here are a different color. So some of them are sort of like a orangey brown. The other one is whatever color, and let me know whether or not what color you see. because I'm pretty sure I'm not colorblind. I feel like I've got a good sense of color, but it really made me think yesterday when I was playing this. I was playing on the TV with the family watching, and so I asked the question as I was mapping all these squares. I said, oh, what color is this to you guys? So the problem is though with this particular square, so you can see I can't mine this. And even though I'm not fruitful in being able to get through that square, you actually see my energy start to deplete, which is another video that I'm going to be doing soon, is an ins and outs of how to use your stamina. Now there is a good chance that I can't even get to the level below because it might be behind one of these hard squares. But let's keep trying just in case. So looking at the poll, we can see a few of the responses coming through. Let's have a look at what it's saying so far. So far it's 50-50. There's 4 votes in, so there's 4 people's opinions, which is almost the, you know, the size of our family. So it's a bit split. I mean, it's better odds than I had. I had 3 against 1. Oops. Okay, so there's a chance that we're not going to be able to get down to the next level. So unfortunately you can see here that I didn't get anything. Didn't get the square we wanted. So what I'm going to do is, this is another little cheat which I didn't include. I'm going to go back to the first save spot. Now I believe it was over here. Oops. Wrong square. Or was it over here? Oh no. We've got to find it again. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's reload that. There's going to be a little bit of going back and forth, so let's read the first entry again. So Jan, they are kind of a weird greenish grey to me, but you said green. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of dark grey in there. So what I'm going to do is go down here, and I'm going to save the game again. And try our luck and see if we can get to the next floor. Because it will generate a different set of squares on each level as you go down. So if you don't have the resources or money yet to get your better pickaxe, this is another little cheeky way of being able to get down to the level below. So there we go. So it's that one diagonally up from there. So I can reload that again. So what are you thinking so far there, Linda? So we can go straight down again. Let's save this. Actually, we'll save this one just in case. Just going to go in random spots now, no rhyme or reason. At the moment we are just looking for that rope. It's been painstaking the past couple of days actually playing this, because I've been mapping out each and every square for multiple levels over multiple days. So for me, just doing this is a bit fun. It's kind of soothing and satisfying being able to smash these squares. So as you get deeper and deeper, the number of green squares starts to increase. So again, thus your chances of getting lower does diminish. liking our chances. Oops. No, no good. Says looks good so far, says Linda. Actually, I wonder if... Did I save that last one? I'll be right back. I'm just getting a call. Alright, back again. Sorry, there wasn't much sound in the be right back scene. Now, what I did do was, this is level... What level is this? Actually, I've just remembered what we were doing. We did go down one level. So I'm going to try right this one. The thing is though, I don't like our chances of being able to get to the very bottom because I don't have the right squares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make as much of this money as possible. I'm trying to get some squares of copper. And we need some building stones. So I'm just going to pretty much exhaust all of this top level and bottommost level. And in the morning we'll probably head to Kai's shop so we can... Oops. So you may be able to find this on special, Linda. I did find it. It was a reduced price, but Jan was guilty of actually buying the pack. So there's a DLC pack that you can get bundled with the game. So you get 3 DLCs, which gives you different, I guess, clothing and or sort of like, what's the word for it? Sort of like decor. And so there are 4 seasons in the game, and I think Jan did say that it does run over to 90 days each season, or thereabouts. So let's have a look at our... So you can see I'm almost about to faint. So I've got 18 blocks, I've got 16, so we've got a good collection. We might have to do another day's worth just to farm as much of this as possible. I'm going to go to the very last moment. Now I'm almost about to faint. You can see there's a little sliver of heart left, just enough to get me home. You don't lose energy by walking, but every time you exert yourself through mining or fishing does slightly reduce it. Oh, excuse me. So the DLCs come later, but it also comes with 2 special seed pack sets. The second is 30 days. Oh, the season is 30 days. Okay. Well, that explains that, Jan, because I was like, how much could you have possibly played to have beaten me? Because I know I'm in about day 23 or... No, actually, I've got my notes here. Day 29. Actually, I'm about to go into summer. So this is my bed. I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, welcome to the live stream, Poofy. So you can see here, I made a haul of $601. I was going to say bells. I don't know what the currency is in this game. So that's the day. And then what happens each and every day is you recoup your energy. So that energy, it's very realistic in the sense that you feel tired, you work around the house, you do your jobs, go to sleep, you feel re-energized. Oh, what's going on? Obi, Nobi. Wake up, Nobi. What the heck? Let me sleep. And you'll be able to hear the gameplay has got Japanese voice acting. So Jan, you've been playing all day yesterday and playing all day today. Now we'll see if we can answer your question about the bottles there, Jan. So this is part of the story sequence now. You can skip these if you want. You can hit the plus button at any stage and you do get the option to skip. So if I hit the plus button, it says skip yes or no. I'll let it play through so you can see. And the one thing I've noticed in the game is, as well, is every few days there's a community event. So I've seen so far things like a fishing contest, almost like a bug off sort of thing, but with fish, like a fishing tourney. Then you've got a growing vegetables competition. There's a animal competition. So who's got the best vegetables or crops? There's a shooting game, so it's been quite rewarding in that sense. So Poofy, you didn't get a notification. That's fine. It was last minute, and you're right in the middle of a project. You're almost done. Have you on the phone and up on TV? Wow, I'm on the silver screen. So this is part of the storyline. So quick, I sort of explained it in one of my videos as to who this character is. This is Loomis. He's the son or the prince of the queen, and so he's a bit of a misfit in the sense that he's trying to help these kids who helped him when they found him sick. And they have to try and win over the queen to get their ship so they can go back home. So they're on a foreign land at the moment. And I'll just turn up the game audio for just a little bit for a second so you can hear some of the voice acting. Oh. So this is where you realise the farm that you're working on needs to be improved to win over the heart of the queen and then be able to return back home. Is the rough gist of it. So one thing I'll show you as well, just like in Animal Crossing where you've got your villagers, so again a little bit of a flashback and a backstory. So that's Loomis and his mum, and some of the characters that you get to know in the game as well. So there's a lot of connectivity and continuity between that. I'm all up on the big screen. Woohoo! Let me know as well if you'd rather read the dialogue. I'm sort of skipping past it a little bit. I'll end this poll. It looks like we're still 50-50 on what the colours of the mine squares were.
ありがとう。どうかな。なるほど。でもねえ。よし。よし。
Alright, so they're all banding together now, vowing to help the cause and the quest. Arigato! If you're not big on playing as a boy character, the previous version of this game is, I believe this previous version of, I think it's Olive Garden or Olive something. Does have, it's more of a cartoony style, so a bit more sort of chibi sort of anime style. And you do play as a girl, so if that at all makes a difference, the previous version of this game I'm pretty sure has got a slightly different style. It's not the watercolored style, it's more cartoony anime style. Okay, so here's the mission. We're trying to get this place spruced up. These are his friends. And the one thing you can do is, if you upgrade your house, you can do the upgrades just like Tom Nook in Animal Crossing. When you upgrade the house, you can employ the help of these four friends, or rather 5 of them actually, including Loomis. So you can see there's 5 people, actually 6 people in this scene. And you can see the little corners switching out depending on the dialogue as to who's talking. So they can keep up to 4 people sort of active in the conversation at one time, but it'll switch around depending on who's talking. And there's a subtle little shaking just to indicate who's saying what. And as well, we've got some new, speaking of anime and speaking of chibi style, sort of cartoony style, we've got some new emotes coming to the channel members, so feel free to spam the chat with the new ones, especially the welcome. The rest of them are still coming through, they're still being coloured in and designed, but I've been giving little sneak peeks at the channel members, collectively known as AG Nation, to see what some of the new designs look like. They're looking really mint, I love them. So this is where he's pitching to try and get, expanding the goal. So this is where you get little goals. So it's expanding the house is the next major goal. So this is where they vow to make friends around the town. So there we go. The new hype emoji, and we've got the love emoji as well. Now this is where we've got a bulletin board. I don't think there's any birds per se to tell you they've got some new unread bulletin board messages. So you get information around festivals and weather. So there's an animal contest, a fishing contest, and someone even drew a picture. So these are the 2 guards that you get to see. Again, you sort of befriend these people with time. They start off being fairly stern, but I think with time they'll start slowly become your friends. So quick explanation around bulletin board, so I'll skip forward. Alright, I'm just going to skip this actual one. Alright, so this is what it looks like. You get your... Loomis is going to explain it for you. So let me tell you how to accept requests. You mean the requests in the lower right? That's right. Press right to check if there's any posted requests. You can see the details of the request. Press the right to accept the request. The one thing that does get me in this game is the little directional buttons that it means that it shows corresponds to the A, B, X and Y buttons as opposed to the directional buttons on the left hand side of the controller, which catches me up every single time. Regardless of how long I've been playing with it, I still do that. So there you go, we've got target practice coming up on day 14. Day 18 is the fishing contest, and this is where we can see that the days, or the seasons, are indeed, like Jan said before, 30 days. So it's not a coincidence. I thought the seasons would be 90 days, but that would be a long season, I guess, in the game. So yeah, we've got... it looks like there's more gaming, so I guess the green ones are more like games, and the pink ones are contests. So you can see the days with the weather as well. It's important to look at the forecast because you don't want to take your animals and leave them out in the rain because apparently they get sick. Alright, so let's have a look at this. So Jan, it can be a little heavy in story driving, which is a little annoying just because I want to decide to do something and suddenly it's story time. That is true, but remember, it's not necessarily obvious, Jan, but you can just hit the plus button to skip over that. It does catch you unaware. You're in the middle of doing something and suddenly it triggers a cutscene. So what we've got option, we can check the local bulletin board. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. This is a sneak peek as to what's going on for the current season. And then if I press the, in this case, the A button, it'll show me all the different tasks. So we've got until day 24 to give Paris Daisy 2 of those. So let's accept that one. We need to give Kai a cherry salmon. So let's do that. We need to give softwood to Oliver. And a royal fern. Let's see if we can find a royal fern. I haven't found those yet. And then whilst we're there, well, let's go and look at the online bulletin board. So is target practice archery? It kind of is. It's there's little pop-up games that appear, and you have to sort of switch the controller, and they come up for like a second, and you have to quickly switch the focus and try and shoot the good targets and obviously miss the bad ones. So let's have a look at the online functionality. And it might be a good segue to go and see... Oh, I can't do it. I've got... the Giovani on this account is not signed up, so I can't do the online in this one, unfortunately. Because it's just a dummy account. Now what I will need to do is see if I've got some softwood. So let's go farming for a little bit. And just for yourself, Linda, as well, you can see these animals here. These are the animals that you can buy. You can buy, when you first buy a llama, it's white. When you first buy a chicken, it's this style, and the cow itself, and the sheep. But when Mary is here, she sells this stuff. She can sell you seeds of animals, which allows you to breed them. So when you get to breed, that's your chance of getting these custom different colors. Alright, so what we can do is, again, one of the things, sorry if it's a bit of a repeat for those that have seen this before, but you can use the left and right to switch all the tools there. But you've also got the directional buttons to allow you to quickly switch between, say, for example, the axe, the watering can, and the hoe. So I need an axe, so I'm going to hit the left directional button. And then we're going to start hacking at this tree. I can't remember which is which. I haven't really done the lowdown of which tree is which. Let's see, that's a... So there you get... Actually, whilst we're on there, you get all these little tasks. So let's have a look at my to-do list. So these are the major stories, so the major things that you need to do. It's separated based on importance. Then you can switch over to friends requests, and then you've got the requests that I've just accepted on the bulletin board. So yeah, so what we're looking for at the moment is we're looking for some softwood for this Oliver character. Alright, so the white trees I believe are the softwoods. So we need some of that for Oliver. We need to catch a fish, a cherry salmon for Kai. So we'll go to our local watering hole. So let's fish for a little bit. And Linda, yes, the animals are very, very cute. I haven't yet got any different colors yet because I've been focusing mainly on making money to progress and get some luxuries. So we've got a crucian carp. Okay, so we've got too many things, so let's see if we can ship some things off. So I'm going to pop this into the storage crate, or rather the shipping crate. So these things I haven't found any use besides selling for, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's go and get some more fish. So you'll notice there's two boxes. One's a shipping box, which is the angular one. That allows you, that's where you make your money. And the other one is the storage box. And again, a little nicety is those boxes and the mailbox start to get cleaner as time goes on. So there's a little bit of joy being able to clean up your island. Oh, sorry, farm. So Wolfgang, you're having some pizza for dinner? I could totally do some pizza. We're completely over barbecued meat. Oops, I just pulled that out prematurely. We hosted New Year's, so we had some family over where we were hosting and cooked a bunch of meat and enough to keep it going for at least 2 days. So some pizza for difference would be good. You might inspire me, Wolfgang, to get some pizza tonight if the pizza shop's open. We've got a goldfish this time. Alright, too many things again, so we'll drop off these things. And what I might do is, because we need... If I go to my items, this is one thing, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, Jan, is you can select any of these items. So when you want to split things up, again, probably an improvement on Animal Crossing is if you select an item, you can press the X button, which is the divvy up option, and then you can choose to separate that. So I'm splitting it from 4 down to 2, and now I'm holding 2 in my hands here. So now I've got separation of those two. So I don't know if you already noticed that one, Jan, just a little bit of a tip there for you. So that way, once I give Oliver his 2, I don't have to worry about putting back the other 2. Oops, we don't want to do that. Barbecue pizza is pretty yummy. We got pretty creative with our excessive overflow of meat. We ended up having some Greek pizza with lamb and tzatziki. So yeah, we had to get fairly creative with trying to make the taste a little bit different. So just waiting on this fish. You can see the fish there. I think I'm zoomed in enough. There we go, a little bit more. You can see a fish suddenly appear. It's a blackie, a sort of a dark coloured one. And that's the one that bites at you. Now, I am fishing in the hope that I get a cherry salmon so I can finish off that other request. And there's also the option of crafting. You can craft and do recipes. The one thing I've noticed... Ooh, there's a black bass. The black bass looks a lot prettier in this game, if I do say. But you'll see a lot of the fish that are very familiar and that you're used to seeing in Animal Crossing. I guess, given that they're both Japanese-based games, I guess they have very similar animals and fish, and the underlying humour in this game is also evident as well. There's a lot of puns which I enjoy. Okay, cherry salmon, that's what we needed. A little bit low on battery. I'm going to plug in this controller in a moment, but let's gun to the fish shop. There's two different ways to get to the fish shop. And Jan, have you got your horse yet? Yeah, so this is completely open. When you do first start the game, you get the option of going everywhere, really, within reason. So again, this is where the bottles were that you can... It's sort of like bottles in the ocean. Unfortunately, I don't have an online account for this particular one, but my Alexi account does have that. So Poofy, you love Greek food. You'd love to find some great gyro meat recipe. If you don't have any places around here that could make Greek food, we'll see if we can share a nice little recipe that we've been using of late. Very easy to make. Now, the one thing that caught me up originally was how do you give items to characters? So one thing you could do is switch between your pockets and your backpack or your tool pouch. So by pressing the ZR, I'm switching between tools and now items. So I can switch over to give the cherry salmon, which I'll say take out, and then give it to Kai. And there you go, you get a little check mark, and again, it's very, very satisfying because it's a to-do list. Like, who doesn't love to-do lists? So you get some money for it, you get some ticks off, and you're helping the townsfolk. Check that one when you have a chance, Alexi. I definitely will, actually. I've put that on the back burner for now. So you can pick up little things here. If I zoom in for a second there, you can see a little outline. So part of the joy when you first start this game is figuring out what is a scenery versus what can be picked up. So in this case, I can pick up this particular clamshell. So this is another fishing spot. And again, you look at these things, it's like, oh, can I pick up these? No. Can I pick up that? Nope. There's a sand castle. That one you can't pick up. There's these fish racks, which is very animal-esque, Animal Crossing-esque. Let's go this way. Again, so this one stands out. There's a little stroke around it, means you can get it. So let's pick that up as well, but I've got too many items. And I like going over here as well, because I often find a what's it called, a wharf roach. So yeah, this is another way of getting to your farm. Now this is the fastest that you can run that I've known until you can get the horse. So let's ship some items off to get some cash. So we can ship this, we can ship that, we can ship that. And let's head to Oliver and give him the other item for his task. I'll go the long way. I'll show you this as well, Linda, just so you get a feel for it. The perspective changes between each section and each part of the map. So Sunswept Hill is a very cute, unique perspective.
Yeah.
So it kind of changes from this view where you're looking at the character from behind walking through, and then it transitions to a sideways view, which is a little getting used to. And so we're at the Chipperwood. So we're off to the tool place. So this is the Nobby's, Bell and Ollie's workshop, which again has different hours. Each of the shops have got different hours. Today's Thursday, so they're open. So they've just come back from lunch. So if you notice there, the clock has just ticked over from 2 o'clock. They've just come back to work from having their lunch break. So what we want to do is give him his wood. So let's bring up the wood. And let's give the item. So would you mind if we had assistance again? No, don't. Totally. Got 120 bells out of that. Let's see. Actually, Poofy, you were asking this the other time. So let's have a look at the decor. So this is what I was trying to show you last stream, but unfortunately the shop was closed being a Wednesday. But you can see here there's farm supplies. So these are the things that you can build. I don't think you get the recipe per se, but they build it for you. Then you've got a nature series. So if you want to have wooden fences around all your farm stuff, some arch, gates. So I'll do a quick scroll there. Some of the stuff that you can get there, you've got stone series, similar things, but just a different style. Then you got your iron. Quickly scroll over each one of those. Then you got the brick series. Again, same deal. You got some fencing, some arch, a gate. Depending on your style. Then you got the fashion. You got the cute series. So you can do all of this. So if you like the farming, you can do the farming to get all this stuff, and you can then decorate. But you don't have to, but it gives you another chance to do that. That's the one thing I like it, because sometimes Animal Crossing can feel very heavy from a design element, and sometimes you just want to play. So these are your barrels. This is kind of cool if you want to get... Oh, they're totem poles. I've never noticed that before. Then you've got some signboard. Oh, that's cute. So you've got a veggie sign, you've got a chicken sign. So that's so adorable. And a honey sign. You can also get a beehive. So yeah, so I think what happens is, Jan might be able to confirm, is that by getting the DLC, you unlock the frosty or icy section, so the ice series, which I think becomes available to you at winter as well, but I don't know what it takes to earn it. So there you go. So hopefully that gives you a look there, Poofy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check in on our blacksmith friend. I'm pretty sure we don't have enough, because I think we needed 32. Alright, so let's see if we can upgrade our tool to the... Alright, so we've got enough resources. What we don't have is enough money. So, knowing that this guy is open until 7 PM at night, so it's late night trading in terms of a shop, we can have a snooze. Let's go back to our storage box. We'll go back to the farm. We'll have a quick nap, which you can nap to regenerate your hearts. And in doing so, it also quickens the way to get some money that we need to... Actually, we don't even have to sleep, to be honest. You can nap before 4 PM, so I've got 1.5 hours before I can nap. Jan's like, I'm not a decorator. Poofy says, I disagree. So what we can do is see what's in our backpack. So what I think I might do is quickly nap. So I'm going to nap here for until 5 o'clock. That gets us a couple extra hearts. You love that the game promotes nap times. Who doesn't love a nap? Alright, so there we go. So we've regenerated some hearts. In doing so, we're going to change tact and fish for a little bit. See if we can maximize our fish throughput in terms of selling before 6 PM. Rather than catching rocks, you catch weeds for some reason. Another weed. And you can see the warmness of the night settle in. You can see the screen is slowly turning orange as it goes into night. Not having much luck with these fish at the moment. There's one. Just in time. We'll go for one more quickly, see if we can get one more before 6 o'clock. We've got 20 minutes. I'm going to call it quits in a moment if a fish doesn't come. Oh, here it goes. Alright, as long as I can open that up in time, I can pause time now and take my sweet own time. Alright, so now I'm going to ship that off. Let's see what sort of money we make. Let's have a quick look at this as well. So the metal shard gives you 100 each, so that's 500. This gives you 80, so that's another 240. Now the one cool thing about this is, I've mentioned it before in the other game when you've the introduction to the game, is there's a number of stars for each fish. So if I were to reorder this and put the crucian carps all together, you can see this one's worth 80, this one's worth 151, and this one's worth 171. So depending on the level of fish that you catch gives you a different one. So this one's a 5-star fish. I've never caught a 5-star fish. So 249 for a black bass versus this carp, which is 88. So I think all in all we should be able to yield, my guess is, a rough guess is about 2k. So let's see this guy, he's going to march off. 6 o'clock is going to tick over, and we can walk with him. So 1,983, so just short of the 2k. This guy will march off back to his ground. So the cool thing, again, part of the game is I won't let him go too far, but let's see him go off screen. So he'll disappear off screen. So he's gone, right? But the cool thing about it is it's got its own smarts to follow his own path. So he'll go and walk towards, and it honors the time schedule that they have to adhere to. Naps are essential to your toddler, is what you're talking about there, Poofy. So we wanted to go back to the blacksmith. Hopefully we've got enough money now. There's been times that I've rushed back with a minute to spare just before close time so I can upgrade a tool. So let's upgrade a tool. We're going to upgrade the copper pick. We've got enough now. So the cool thing about it is that it tells you where your stuff are. So you've got a material shack, which I don't have access to yet. You've got your backpack, which is where most of my items are, but you've also got your storage box. So the cool thing about this is you don't have to carry it in your pockets, which suits me fine. I've got pocket problems. So there you go, upgraded to the copper pick. So there you go. So this now, you can press and hold the pick. So you can use more energy though, so don't go overboard. So you can move around while charging. So now that we've got our new pickaxe, we can go and pretty much hopefully get to the bottom of our mine. So there you go. First purchase at Miracle Works. So that gives you another tick. So do let me know as well, Jan, does the music change in the seasons? Now the trick about this is as you play the game, the more you know, the more you can game the system. So it's about to tick over to 7 o'clock. So you can see it's at 6:58. My low battery, I didn't plug that in yet. Because it's communal, there is a window of opportunity to eat. And by eating, you replenish your energy. So between 7 o'clock and 8 p.m., you can see everyone's starting to chow down on some meals. So I can join them. And so with that, I'll be able to eat and then replenish some of my hearts in time for some mining. Is it terrible that you named your chicken Freecase? I named my chicken Egbert. Actually, while we're here, let's water our plants, because I know these do wither.
Yeah.
So we'll water these before this. If you don't water them in time, they will wither away and turn into like dirty weeds. Alright, we're out of water. Let's top up the water again. I know I'm using some energy for this, but I need to do it before I forget. So we've got some strawberries. Now I haven't bought my chicken in this version of the game, but I've got a chicken, one of each animal in the other save game that I've got. So I'm going to take a quick moment to have a break so I can get myself a charger so you guys don't keep seeing the flashing fact that I'm losing energy on one of my Joy-Cons. Again, one of the things that I really enjoy about this game is the little headlamp that this character, or a chest lamp that this guy uses. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write the diary. We'll save it in the main game. So what I'll do, I'll just quickly go on a quick break. I need to grab a cable and I'll be back in just a little bit. So don't move. Okay, back again. So I've got the Joy-Con plugged in. I've also printed myself off one of my little charts that I use for mining, so that I can keep track of it and hopefully makes it less tedious for you. So now that we've got a copper pickaxe, we can pretty much go to town on so thank you, Poofy. Thanks for the welcome back. One of the things I do enjoy, and I've mentioned it in the last stream, is that your tools don't break whilst your energies do deplete. Oh, welcome, Marie. Well, Mary, I should say. Occasionally. Hope you're having a great New Year's Day. Have you just come back from dinner? So at the moment we're just mining for some... Actually, not mining for anything in particular. Right now we're just trying to find the rope down to the next level. Now that we've got our shiny new copper pickaxe, which means we can get past those dark green or grey, whatever colour you see. Oh my god, it's going to be the last one, I swear. There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to reload the game. Again, just using the game's mechanics to exploit how this works. So I can go straight to this next level. I'm going to save. Now that I don't have to worry about this, I can go save this one. So again, we start digging for the rope down to the next level. We're trying to get to the very bottom, see if we can get to the beluga and make some more serious cash. One tip as well for you, because I know you play this, Jan, which we'll cover off in one of my videos, but just to cover off how this works, if I press and hold this, you can charge up to be a more powerful hit. So what I'll do is I'll cancel this if he's going to let me. No. So if I look at the energy there level, I can see there you've got 66 stamina. So every time you hit one of these things, it'll reduce by 1. So that's down to 65. Now the cool thing about this is if I hit this once, it's now 64. I can hit it again. The second time it will break it. Again, so I'm switching back and forth, so 63. I'm going to make this into a video, so don't worry. But if I press and hold this, that goes from 63 down to 61. But 61, if I press and hold this till it gets blue, it still only consumes 2, but it can potentially get even stronger once you get to the other axes. Pickaxe. Sorry, pickaxe, not axe. So it does help being able to see where your axe is going to hit, your pickaxe, with the little squares. So I'm going to do all the brownish squares first, just in case. Gives us more coverage. Alright, so there's the hole for that one. being kind of confused with the same energy, just less strikes. Yes, and that's exactly what this video is going to cover off, Jan. So I've got you covered, don't worry. Alright, so next level down. I'm going to write this one again so we can continue on. Have a guess in the stream, so of where you think the next rope's going to be. So for example, we'll go with this as the first, these are the columns. So we'll say, for example, column 1, row 1 is this one. Column 2, row 1 is this one. So have a guess where you think the next rope's going to be in this level. If I don't beat you to it. So columns run across this way, so that's the way I do it. So this is column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the rows down this way. So have a guess. Might be some seeds in it for you if you get it right, or even if you have a guess. For you, it always seems to be the last. It's not just you, Jan. It really is for me as well. I'm just randomly picking squares. Ones that... Silver ore. All these are really, really good resources that you need to upgrade houses and tools. The problem is, the challenge is that you don't have enough energy to mine it all, and that's why you kind of need to game it a little bit. But it just takes that little bit longer, but it allows you to get to the bottom. Seriously going to be the last one, look at this. Alright, Linda's had a guess. Column 6, R4. Column 6, R4. I think we've already done that one. But thanks for having a guess, Linda. Alright, we've got 3 left. Hang on, what am I doing though? Did I already uncover that? Oh my god. I've just been on a mission to keep hitting this. You guys could have told me. You guys could have told me that I've been mining for nothing. It's right there. So this is level 3. Yeah, and it's open. And you just had me sitting there, Jan, doing the whole time. I did every single square. I didn't need to. Alright, have a guess. Feel free to have a guess. And do remind me if I go overboard with my mining when I'm picking things. I'm going to do the brown ones first, because they're quicker. And because there's more of them, there's a bigger chance that I might be one of those. There it is. So thankfully I've got my little cheat sheet next to me, taking notes. So I know with pretty much certainty that it's going to be that one. So again, this technique allows me to maintain as many hearts as possible to get to the bottom. So top that one. Alright. Ooh, Linda's had another guess. C4R5. Oh, starting to get good stuff now. We're starting to get diamonds, gold ore, copper. I've seen that before. Iron ore. Again, some of this stuff would be definitely useful for your... Alright, so that's there. Going to re-grab some of these because it's worthwhile while I'm here. I've got enough energy to spare. Keeping track, level 6 now. Alright, we're starting to see now the dark grey squares. Oh, we've got a ruby there. You hit it after you posted. So these ones take a little bit longer now. But yeah, the dark grey ones are unfortunately unpenetrable. I need to be mindful as well, because by this stage now, as we get deeper, the chances are going to get ever so slightly less in my favour. So there is a chance that the rope going down below is actually under one of those dark silver ones. So Jan's C5, R5. And unfortunately, you're incorrect, Jan. Linda, you said C4, R5. Did we already do that one? C4, R5. Oops. Silver ore. Oh, Triceratops. We've got too many things already. So unfortunately I don't have much to give. So what I might do is reread that. C6R3. I can't remember which ones I've done so far. Gold. So you said C6R3. I can't remember. I normally keep track of this when I'm doing this properly, but alright, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to reload that game. So I'm going to... This is a ruby here. This one's a triceratops. And this is the hole. So this is level 7 now. Got too many things. Let's get rid of some stuff. So these are 120. I should have upgraded my... You can upgrade your pockets. It gives you an extra bit. I'd recommend doing that. So 180. What's worth the least? Discard. We'll get rid of this one as well. So Linda, when do I normally stream? I've been trying to do Sundays for me, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock, which is a day before right now. So it's probably about 2 hours before right now, but yesterday, if that makes sense. So I don't want to talk in specifics because it's different time zones. But yeah, I've been trying to do Sunday mornings for me of late, which turns out to be a Saturday evening for you guys, if you're in the States. So he needs a break. I've got too many things in my pockets. Surprise, surprise. We'll discard that one. Oops. So I'm fumbling with my keys at the moment. Oh. The ruby's worth a fair bit. Triceratops worth a fair bit. Get rid of that. Oh, you're in the UK. So yeah, we are... So if you're in the UK, you're probably GMT 0, but we're in 10 hours ahead of you. So does that mean it's 12 midnight for you? Oops. And I'm not liking our chances of getting to the very bottom at this rate because I've got too many things. I keep running out of space. Oh dear, I'm about to sneeze. I've got a few spots left to go. He's getting tired. Oh, come on, there's 2 more spots to go. Oh, 11:45 at the moment. Oh yeah, because I think we're at plus 11 right now. Just having a quick look at the world clocks. Yes, London, 11:46 p.m. Alright, so this one, I can't get past these grey squares, so what I'll do is...
おっと
read... So this is level 7. We couldn't get past this one, so what I'll do is read this one. Okay, so this is level 6, so in theory you should be able to hit this square. So by loading the previous game, the new level's contents generate on opening the hole of the level above, I believe. So we're trying to just work with this. So Jan, are you still there? Do you have... What's your favourite part of the game so far? Okay, so we found this one is on... Oh, you know what? I just made the mistake of not saving on that new level. Hang on. So we'll do hit to that. Wait a second, what have I just done? So you're here, you got your chicken got sick getting meds. Actually, you know what? That just threw me off because I was expecting to get the ruby just then, which is why. Alright, so I'm going to save the game here. This will be my temporary spot. So you really like the farming and animals. Let me know if there's a quicker way to, if you found, of how to push your animals in and out. Because that seems to be time consuming. So yeah, every so often whenever your animals get sick, which for me the biggest culprit for animals getting sick is I keep forgetting to feed them. Just get rid of some of this stuff. What does that do? Oh, equips it. Huh. That's cool. I didn't realize you did that. Alright, so let's get rid of some of this business. Mainly just to be able to... Oops. Still looking for that last... Alright, there it is. Save this one here. I'm trying to manage the save slots without shooting myself in the foot. So we're on level 8 now. Again, we're starting to reduce our chances. It's a process you found nothing to help except you try to get behind there in the direction you want them to go. It seems the little claws, they usually turn the right way. Oh, I've got some amber. The amber's worth a fair bit. Sitting there fumbling. Bit of thunder happening here. Alright, so we managed to get down, so that's good. Now, how much energy have we got left? Well, given what we've got 4 of these, plus the diamonds, plus that. Too many things again. Still fumbling away with these keys. I must admit, with the limited amount of space that I've got in my pockets, I feel very at home. I feel very Animal Crossing. And Linda, are you new to the channel as well? Have you... I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. must admit, I'm not finding these keys very intuitive. Maybe it's just because I've got Animal Crossing thumbs at the moment. We want to see a rope going below here. Come on. Yes. Alright, so it's doable. I mean, based on what we've got 240 plus some of this stuff. Let's head downstairs. Alright, so we managed to get to the very bottom, which is Crystal Lake. Sorry, it took a little while, but we got there. So this is where you meet the beluga. So he's very cute. Like all the animals in the game, you can speak to them and give them love. So you think you might have subbed in a raid. Well, thank you for being here. So off he goes. He's giving us a little starfish. Arigato. Now what I can do is, it's 2 o'clock, sorry, 11 o'clock in the game. So what I can do is I'm going to head back to drop off some stuff back. I can do a quick run back home so I can empty my pockets. The beluga is very cute. As we wander back the long way, it's a bit of a trek. Unfortunately, there's no way of getting there faster. I know there's a couple of items that make you travel a bit faster, including a horse. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ship some of this stuff here for the next day. So let's ship that, ship that. These things are reusable for resources, so I'm going to store these in my own storage. Now I've got empty pockets. Now, if you stay up too late in the game, you will collapse and you'll get admitted to the clinic. You lose a few hours of that next day, plus you don't recharge all your hearts. So there's definitely reason to get to sleep at a reasonable time, but I've still got a few hours in the game. The cutoff is at 6 AM, so it should be enough time to exchange some gifts with the beluga, get some decent fish, make some money. Now we can go straight to the very bottom, and this will take us to good thing about this is you can go fishing at this spot as well. And this is probably putting you on the spot there, Linda. Do you remember which raid it was? Who were you watching at the time when I assume we raided? Ooh, haven't even caught this one before. A fanfish. So do you have to fish in pocket to exchange? Yes, you do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab as many fish as I possibly can and then give him the cheapest fish in exchange for hopefully a better fish. So I've emptied my pockets completely. Ooh, seahorse. Seahorse, from memory, doesn't cost that much. I will check in a moment whether or not the energy gets depleted, whether or not... I'm going to check, because I remember putting out a fishing line and fainting. Ooh, an umbrella octopus. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do a quick check. We got 6 stamina points out of 100 at the moment. So if you take note of that, 6. And let's look at what we've got. 159, 180. Whoa! 1,692! I'm not sure if I want to sell that one. That's worth a lot. So you can't remember, might have been Amy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the beluga. Yoshi Yoshi. So looking at this again, so let's give the cheaper of the two. So 159 for the seahorse. So let's use the feature of equipping it. That's a useful feature actually, being able to equip from your pocket so that way it's ready to go. Alright, so we got something, a garden eel out of that. A garden eel is worth 554, which is not a bad trade. So 180 for this octopus. Now I don't know if there's a limit to the number of times you can exchange with this guy. So downloading the demo. Is there a demo available, Linda? So he's given us a octopus in trade for that one. I keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry, guys. This one's only worth 91. So let's equip that again. Ooh, a pufferfish. Now, back to my question before about stamina. So we've got still 6. We haven't really done any fishing yet. So let's pull out the octopus, because that wasn't worth too much. That's enough for today. So there's a limit of 3, it looks like. But having said that, because I'm here, let's satisfy my curiosity and go fishing for a bit. Because... why can't I fish? Go away. He's not going to let me fish. Oh, well, there you go. Lesson learned. So, Jan and as well Linda, if you are considering this game and playing it, it looks like once the beluga's given you all your items, you can't fish here anymore. So, this is a really good spot. Let's see if we can game this. We'll go down again. Okay, there you go. Alright, so if you ever find that you can't go fishing again because the beluga's blocking your way, you can go back. If you just go back into the mines and come down again, you can continue fishing. So I'm going to keep fishing until I max out. Ooh, what's that? Looks big. Oh, it's a mola. It's a sunfish. That's got to be worth a bit. Oh, that's a bit... You found that in the eShop. You think it lasts for a week. I think that's Jan. Jan downloaded the demo as well. I think you had a first go at it, Jan, and you realised you start the game a little further progressed than when I started last stream. Hagfish again. can hear the beluga squealing. Ooh, a Bathynomus giganteus. Alright, let's look at see what these are worth. 200, not bad. 300, that's pretty good. This one is a great get though, a fanfish. Is it worth keeping? It's worth a good amount of money. And back to the other question around stamina. So fishing does not have any effect on stamina, which is good to know. So you can fish all day. We are getting a bit late in the day, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it does, but in full game, you get there pretty quick. Alright, too many things already, so let's get rid of something. What's worth the least? 200? This little guy. Set free. Oh, I've got 2 of those. Well, there's a question. If that one's 91, what's the other one worth? So I think what I might do is once this one's caught, depending on what we catch, I'm going to mine a little bit in the... It's another cucumber. It's 200, not bad. I need more pockets, yes, I definitely do need more pockets. So I'm going to write the entry of my last... I think it's this one. Let's save that one. Now I'm going to do this in reverse. I'm going to go back up one to the top floor, go down to the bottom floor, and I'm going to set free one of the cheaper cucumbers. Oh, why is that taking up 2 spots? Ah! Because this is the exact same... It's got a slightly better star rating, so I'm going to remove this one. Uh-oh. He's about to faint. So I'm just going to quickly see if we can grab something decent from this. Oh goodness, we're cutting it fine here. I'll do one more try, see if we can get something decent. so I've just... Copper core.
おっと
Alright, so that one's got a ruby. It's not even worth it, actually. So the ruby's worth 180, so actually I got rid of 2 things unnecessarily. So I'm actually worse off. So let's just head back to the bed. So wandering back with the howl hooting in the background. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, I thought maybe I could collect that. So we're going back through the woods now, just before 5 o'clock. Now, I don't necessarily have to ship these just yet, so I'm going to go straight to bed. Now this is cute. The house is really, really quiet, but if I go here, you'll see that everyone is sleeping in their beds. These are all my friends, but let's get to bed before 5 o'clock. And this is where we get the summary of the things that we caught. So this is what we shipped off with the day before, so almost 2,000. We have the communal breakfast in the morning with everyone in the house. Recharge our batteries or hearts. Oh no, I left it too late. So I was eating by myself, which means I woke up at 9 o'clock rather than 6 o'clock. Alright, Jan is Vac, or back. Alright, so let's ship off some of this stuff. So that'll be a pretty good haul. We've also got some potatoes here, which we might quickly plant. We didn't get to water these things. So we've got some strawberries there. Let's hoe the soil. We'll grow some potatoes. Oh. So we've got 9 potatoes to seed. Let's sow all 9. Alright, so that's all done. Let's water these guys. Almost out of water, so let's top it up from the local place. This is the closest fishing spot, or rather water spot. I do love the fact that you don't have to keep crafting things. So the actual plants don't grow every day, but you do need to keep them watered to make sure they don't wither. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this a bit clearer now. Oh, there you go. So some of the turnips are growing. Out of water with 1 left to go. I mean, this is slightly less. Alright, So we managed to get 4 turnips out of that. So let's pluck these out. We can harvest these now. So I need 1 more crop to harvest. Anything else? Oh yeah, we've got some more turnips. And we've got some peas as well. So let's... And the good thing about these sticks as well, you wouldn't have missed this last time, Linda, but you need to cut these down so that you can get a wood out of it. So we've got 1 turnip. Let's do it over here. And we've got some peas. So let's do the peas over here. We've got 3 peas. Hoe the ground. So let's plow the ground. And we'll plant these seeds. We'll give it a water. Oh no, he's at his limit. Now, was it today that had a... I might sleep until... So you went overboard planting summer crops. I think you're going to go back into your first day and change. Spending too much time watering. Even with help. Yeah, it does take a bit of time. Now I can't remember if there was a community event today. Something tells me there was. It looks like everyone's closed, so when the town is abandoned like this... So day 14... Let's see. No, it's a regular day, so... So can you check your map to see the days? So here you go, go inside the restaurant to Castle Plaza. So these are the important things, go inside to the orchard. So we'll do those quickly before we end stream for today. So if any of the mods are still about, do you mind check to see if anyone's online that we can raid after this? Whether it's someone playing Animal Crossing, or I doubt that anyone's playing this game, but... Ooh, it's a new face. So it's an unknown person. Yeah, so it looks like, Jan, there's no event today by the looks of it, because that's why I went inside the clinic. Thanks, Poofy. So I'm going to skip that event. Alright, so we did that part, and then we're going to visit the grandma. So let's have a look at our tasks now. So we've done that one, or sorry, we've done that one, they've grayed off now. These are the main events that I've done. So they drop off to the bottom. The next one to do as a check off is say hi to the orchard. And that'll tick us off. In a good way. So this is where we wander off. There are some bugs you can catch as well. So you can see there's a butterfly which you can catch. But let's go and say hi to Gran. Another one of the characters with pointy ears. There's different types of species of humans or species of people. So there's Jan. Sorry, Jan. There's Nan.
そうだけどお客さんがいろいろ話してくれるんだ。噂通り。
So this is where they say that we look like an illumin. So there you go. So as part of the story, there are 4 different distinct races that are said, and the humans, which we're coming to this to this world, are said to be aliens. So I wonder how that will play.
私みたいに鼻や耳が尖っていて植物が大好き。へえ、おばあさんとライトは。おっと、自己紹介
Thanks, Poofy. We'll have a quick look.
私はポムって言うんだよ。困った時は大したことはできない。ありがとう。
You know you're old, but not that old. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause offense. Alright, so this is where you can grow. You can buy stuff for your orchard. You can build your own stuff. So she's feeding me now. So she explains about fruit trees. And this is where you can grow your very own cherry stuff. So every season is a good chance to go and visit the orchard so that you can buy your own stuff, which takes around 15 to 20 days depending on what you buy. But by the end of the season, you'll be able to grow stuff. So let's have a look at what we've got to buy. So yeah, so these are the things you can buy. You can buy a cherry sapling, a cherry blossom sapling, and a bamboo sapling. So yeah, these take a while. So it does say 20 days to grow. This one takes 16 days to grow, and this one takes 16 days to grow. So I don't quite have the money just yet, so what I might do is wait for my shipping stuff to sell. And whilst we do that, I'll just quickly check to see Poofy's message. Let's have a quick look at those. I think we've raided Jade before. So what's EJ Plays up to? Are they playing Animal Crossing? I don't think we've raided EJ before. Kate Colleen. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the... Sorry guys, just bear with me. I'm just having a quick look to see who's streaming at the moment, so we can raid them. Why is this thing not typing? Okay, so one is playing not Animal Crossing. So what we might do is we'll raid, I think we've raided the Artsy Gamer before, I think. Does anyone remember? I think we have. Let's raid Kate Colleen because it's been a while. So it's a subscriber only one. So you might need to subscribe for that particular one. Let's see what artists the Artsy Gamers is. There's 46 watching that one. Okay, so by the looks of this, there are a couple of options. Let me look at the chat. Sorry, I am still conscious of you guys being there. I'm trying to do two things at the one time. So EJ isn't PG. You won't be ready, going to finish dinner when you're done. You can't remember, to be honest. Alright, so what we might do is you might need to subscribe temporarily, at least to leave a note inside the chat. So I'm just going to be right back, guys. Sorry, I'll pause this. Alright, so let's head off to the Artsy Gamer. They're a small creator. They're doing a countdown for Animal Crossing, or for the new year, so let's head to there. So there's the link to who we're going to raid. Let's raid with Alexi Giovani raid, which is what you type in there. So if you've never raided before, head over to that particular link, type hashtag Alexi Giovani raid in there. We'll be there temporarily as we hand off to them to get some extra viewers. So I'd love it if you guys continue, but I understand it's been a couple hours with me anyway. So do what you can. So let's have a look at this particular chat. So we're over at the Artsy Gamer now. Alright, so there we go. So the link's over there. Sorry for the radio silence there, but we are heading over to the Artsy Gamer. If you'd like to join, she does some awesome graphics. Very artistic person, so definitely check them out. You don't necessarily have to subscribe, but it'd really be appreciated if you can go and make an appearance at least for a couple of minutes, just to give us some extra oomph for the impacts of landing there. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much to everyone for joining me for this particular stream. I'm going to save the game so that we know where we're at with this particular level. So we're going to save the game. Thank you so much for joining me for... Happy New Year for those that have just joined us for this stream. Thank you for sticking around for the game of Story of Seasons. I wish you the best of luck there as well for your new introduction to the game as well, Linda. So thank you so much. Thanks, Poofy. Thanks to all the mods for being there. Thank you for the channel members for being part of this particular stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you over in the Artsy Gamers stream for now. So this is Alexi Giovani signing off. And until next time, see ya.